if that food is conducive to your body, it will be nicely, it will go enter. All the cells will be very happy. All the organs will say, "Arey wah, very nice, come, please come in." बहुत दिनों के बाद. So it will welcome the food. The whole body mechanism will help the food to get dissolved and accumulated or accepted by the body. If it is right type of food, eaten with right attitude, cooked and all properly, then the whole body, it's not just my mouth, but my heart, my kidneys, my liver, my all those, everything will be very happy to receive that food and digest it and spread that juice to all the different parts of the body. But if I, out of my own ego and all, eat something which is not good for the body, then the body will try to reject it at every step. First, it will try to reject it at the mouth only. If he throws it, it is better. But still we will eat, then it will try to reject it at a further level. But still we will. Then all the organs will start cursing, पता नहीं कहाँ से आगे इतना digest करना पड़ता है, इतना काम है ये वो. So it will try to be. So that food will not be good for the body. In the same way, our action, if it is performed with proper attitude, the whole world is like a body and our action is like a food. We just will get absorbed very nicely and the world will respond also properly to us. Therefore we find these great Mahatmas or great leaders also who follow this attitude and all, they generate a different type of energy in the whole world. Their actions may be little, but it creates so much of force and so much of power in the whole world because their whole attitude is different. So that is what Bhagavan advises Arjuna here. It's not just mechanical action, performing action, but attitude. Ki kayena mansa buddhya kevalaihi indriyerapi. So with your body, with your mind, with your intellect, and with your senses, perform this action using them as mere instruments. Without having sense of I-ness and my-ness in them, you try to perform this action with single agenda of becoming more and more pure. Because once your mind becomes more and more pure, whatever action flows out of you will be a blessing to the whole world. See, if a person performs action with greed, with jealousy, with pride, that action will not be good for the world. It will not be good. But if a person performs even a little bit of action with pure emotions, with pure thoughts, it will be good for the world also. Many times we have this feeling that I should do something for the world. By becoming pure and then acting, it will be with pure attitude, it will be good for the world. So yogina karma kurvanti sangam taktva, giving up all attachment, atma shuddhaye, chitta shuddhaye, to purify their mind. So what is the difference between a karma yogi and a non-karma yogi, an ordinary person who is acting in this world? What is the difference? How to compare them? In order to understand more about karma yoga, Bhagavan compares a non-karma yogi, means a ignorant person, with a karma yogi in the next verse. Yukta karma phalam tektva shantimapnoti naishtikim ayukta kamakarena phale sakto nibadhyate yukta karma phalam tektva shantimapnoti naishtikim ayukta kamakarena phale sakto nibadhyate. So Bhagavan in this one verse itself, he talks about yukta, one who is endowed with this karma yoga attitude, and ayukta, one who is not having this karma yoga attitude. Both of them are performing action in this world, but since the attitude is different, the results are also different. He says yuktaha, one who is endowed with this attitude of karma yoga, one who is performing his action as worship of God. As worship of God. God means need not feel or think of some particular person or some, even that is fine. We can imagine God as Krishna or Shiva or Rama, or one can look at this whole world as the body of God, as God only. And that life force which is there within us and everywhere is God. So and that pure existence is God. So one who performs action for God with and takes the result as prasad. So yukta karma phalam tattva, without having attachment to the karma phala, not for the sake of the result of action, but for the joy of performing action. See, the ignorant person perform action for the sake of the result. That I have performed this action, and when the result comes, I will be happy. Generally, when we go to work in our office or wherever, people generally are working for the day when they will get the paycheck or whatever it's, and very nice. But very few people get happiness in that work itself. Karma Yoga is to derive that joy in that work itself. The result should come as a bonus, as prasad. It will come. But that work itself should give us that great sense of satisfaction, contentment, peace, happiness. The work should not become work. Work should become like a joy, like some entertainment, like some, what to call, hobby, okay, whatever. So, yukta karma phalam taktva. So, karma yogi, without having attachment to the result, when he performs this action, what happens? Shantim apnoti, he attains peace. While performing action, there is a deep sense of peace. See, the peace and joy doesn't come from a particular result. Because results are not actually in our hand. Results depend on so many factors. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, so many things happen. But if we develop this attitude, we will remain more and more peaceful. So, a karma yogi, Bhagavan says, who is free from the attachment to the result and who is performing action with this attitude of karma yoga, shantim apnoti, attains peace. This is the sign of purity of our mind. How do you know that your mind is becoming pure? Whether the mind is becoming peaceful or not, we should see. Peace is something which comes from within, not outside peace. Peace is something when a person feels a deep sense of relaxation within, that's peace. Means there is no complaint in the mind, there is no anger, jealousy and all. There is no other type of agitation. There is peace. What happened? No, I am very peaceful, Even if the things go wrong, upside down, this, that and all, that doesn't disturb. Because he has developed that attitude towards all this properly. If the situation is bad, outwardly, he will do whatever is required. But it will not disturb the peace of that person. Because the peace is something within. Peace has got nothing to do with the outer situation. So remaining peaceful, he will do whatever is required. Like a good surgeon is there, he was to do the operation, himself should remain peaceful, and whatever operation has to be done, he has to do. But he becomes restless and always disturbed. Why are you so disturbed? Patient asks the surgeon, why are you disturbed? No, this is my first time, Just today morning I read everything about where exactly is the kidney and all. So the patient will also get disturbed then. So, karma yoga, when the mind starts becoming more and more pure, you will feel a sense of peace. When that peace comes, then we know that I have settled well in the attitude of karma yoga. If little things disturbs me, if every situation disturbs me, if every passing thought leaves a very disturbing mark in me, that means lot of impurities are there in my mind. This doesn't depend on what you do outwardly. Many people say, when you ask them, they will keep giving big list of things which they do. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, then I chant Om very loudly, then I do this, then I take cold water bath, then I do this japa, then I chant this, then I go there, then I take a round of that mandir, then I go and this, and उस पे तेल चढ़ाता हूँ, and वहाँ पर पानी चढ़ाता हूँ, बाद में थोड़ा पानी पीता हूँ, and then I go there. So, but are you peaceful? I am very disturbed. I am very disturbed. That means something wrong. Not with God, with you. I don't know, I am doing everything, Bhagwan मेरे को शांति नहीं देते हैं. Shanti kahan? Shanti comes through proper attitude, not on what you do, but how you are doing it. It is not about going to temple and all. Just merely doing our duties properly itself is enough. Many people drop their duties and go here and there. घर वाले भी परेशान और बाकी लोग भी परेशान होते हैं. So that attitude, if we develop it, the mind starts becoming absolutely peaceful from within. Because the disturbance, it's like the lake, absolutely still lake. Why? Because it is peaceful from within. There are no disturbing currents in the lake. The waters are absolute. Even if the breeze comes from outside, it will disturb the lake for some time on the surface. But after some time again, it will be absolutely serene. But if the disturbance is from within, let us say you keep some water in a vessel and keep it on your stove, and slowly it starts boiling. And as it starts boiling, it starts jumping all the molecules and all. And outwardly you try to tell the water, shanta raho, ye karo, chupchap raho, chinta mat karo. The water will not, because the heat is coming from within, it is constantly getting boiled. Similarly, if the heat of negative attitude is coming from within, the mind is constantly getting boiled. It cannot become peaceful just by telling it to be peaceful or going to a particular place or something. So, this karma yoga attitude, if we are following it sincerely, properly, it will give us that peace. Definitely. Like that. Like our masters of the past, even present, follow this, they attain this peace. So, yuktak karma phalam tektva shantim apnoti naishtikim. Naishtikim means a very deep peace. Peace which, as they say, passeth all understanding. A peace of abidance in your own self. Peace which is because of your connection with your own self. Peace not because of quietude in the world outside, but peace because of my connection with my own innermost core of my being, my own self. So a deep sense of peace which doesn't get disturbed by the disturbing factors in the world outside. Even we have seen